Alright, so I must say that this is interesting and also clever from the developers. We have the following thing: how to prevent abuse and exploits when dropping into someone else's base. Reduce the altitude? No, that's gonna be less of a feature. How about adding like being tight in the air and then reduce the altitude? And adding like an exciting animation, which is gonna be loved by the players. Yes, I think that will work, and I must say that what developers does not do for us to enjoy more the game. What's up everyone, my name is Popcorn and today we are gonna have a look on the new patch and on the new features. So with this being said, let's get started. Alright, so we have the migration to a better version of Unreal Engine. We have this animation when you're respawning and having your hands tied, new suppressors and new railway for new rail for the 1911. We're gonna have a look on all of them, but first I must say that the height, the altitude, it is greater than before. That's what it feels for me, but with this animation you have less time to maneuver and do a proper landing, which is kind of a bummer sometimes if you want to have more space. Let's try it again to see if we pull it off better this time. Alright, so the altitude is greater because you can see the borders of the map depending on where you are like deploying, and also you have less time to deploy your parachute. And let's see, right about now we should untie ourselves. Alright, so you have roughly, I don't know, 5 seconds. Yeah, you can deploy the parachute right above the trees and you're gonna be good to go. So yeah, this will help a lot with the exploits and abuse of respawning and trying to drop in someone else's base, but in the same time it is exciting. And I must say that in real life I have seen a lot of skydivers doing this kind of stunts and it is something nice. But now comes the question, is gonna be the hands tight a feature further on in the game? Because this is what most of the players, like a lot of players wants to see, to be able to tie an enemy, to tie it up, tie his hands and like capture him or some sort. And having in mind that we already have this animation, wouldn't be great to have it in the game? Well, we will have to wait and see. But now let's go to the migration to a better version of Unreal Engine and see if this will gonna make a difference. Alright, so Unreal Engine better version. I must say that despite the fact that my character is freezing to death, I realized the fact that we don't have that glitches on the horizon. Look at this. You don't have the bleeping thing, the flickering, and I have tested this during nighttime. I haven't seen the trees flickering as we usually do, because every time I was on top of a mountain or an open area, the horizon was like flickering and I cannot see this thing anymore, which I think is a better improvement. Now when it comes back to servers, that's a server issue. With the lags and everything, yes indeed is a better optimization, but in the end the server provider and everything else, it's like 50-50. It's 50% the game and 50% of the server provider, because yeah, both of them plays an important role when it comes to lag and the game performance. But this is what I have noticed in the first minutes when I launched the new update, the new patch. We don't have the flickering on the horizon, which is really good, because it was kind of annoying to see every time that flickering in the recordings or when you are playing. It's like, yeah, it was kind of a bummer. Now it is all good. If you have found other improvements on the Unreal Engine, please let me know in the comments below and I'm gonna pin the best comment. Alright, let's go to suppressors and weapons. Alright, so what a better place to showcase weapons rather than the shooting range, isn't it? So here we have the new suppressors 1911, and I forgot about the hunter scope and the carbon hunter, but we're gonna talk about that in a moment. So here we have the 1911 with the flashlight mounted on with the new rail, and this is how it looks. I must say that it looks pretty good, and let's take it in hands and drop the rail on the table to see how it looks like. So yeah, it's a normal rail for a handgun, and I must say that this is pretty nice. We have attachments, but in the same time, I don't know if I have used once or twice in 2500 hours of gameplay in SCUM. So yeah, it's a nice addition. It's nice to have for those who are passionate about this, but yeah, for me it's like okay. Let's drop the pistol on the table and let's talk about the suppressors. So I have here equipped AWP, and let's take it in hands and equip one of the suppressors. So the suppressors are black, green, and tan in terms of colors, and this is how they look on the weapon. Let's see if we can get a better view on this. Yeah, like so. Yeah, I must say that looks good with the weapon wrap as well. I love the weapons in SCUM. Let's give it a try in first person and in third person to see how it sounds. Oh damn, this is really cool. Man, I must say that this suppressor is sounding really nice. Yeah, right. And now for the last presentation, we have the Carbon Hunter. And as you all know, the Carbon Hunter had, like the Hunter had the hunting scope. And this is what I have over here. You don't need a rail for it. And it is a hunting scope. And now the hunting scope can zoom in up to 1000 meters. You can zero up to 1000 meters. Before, the hunting scope had no zooming, but now you have zooming on this one, which is pretty cool, pretty nice. If you're a hunter, or in the same time, if you have a carbon hunter, to be more like badass with it and have a proper scope on it. Also, I want to mention the fact that there were some additions and tweaks to the items in game, and I'm gonna display them on the screen right now so you can read them. The patch didn't brought us too many items, but it was an important patch, and also it did raise a few interesting questions, and I'm curious to see what is gonna be in the end. Basically, this was it, guys. My name is Popcorn. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget, until next time, stay safe, stay great, and as always, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.